Hey class, welcome back. Another episode of Math 1 Distance Learning, room 1809, John Glenn High School. If you're watching this, we're probably still on distance learning. If not, maybe it's in the future and you went through distance learning and now you're just homesick watching this lesson. Anyways, hope you're doing well. And so we've been working on inequalities. We've been in this big, long unit, inequalities, compound inequalities. And today we're going to step back and we're just going to work on just simple inequalities, not compound inequalities, but we're going to work on translating and writing inequality stories. So, and then we've got a few inequalities that you're going to graph. So I'm going to walk you through the assignment. I'm going to do a few problems with you, and then you will be on your own for this assignment. Okay, so let me flip over to my DocuCam and we'll get started. Okay, so in this assignment, this is actually writing and graphing inequalities practice 2. So we've already done some of this. A little inequality symbol, right? Inequalities means it's not balanced, not equal. So what we're going to do on these first few problems is we're going to write a short story to match each inequality. And your short story can be dealing with money, temperature, elevation, or something else. I'm just giving you a few examples there. So I'm going to do this first one with you. Real simple inequality. So the inequality that we're working with is right here. T minus 15 is greater than 85. So we need to write a story that matches this. So since it's a T, I'm thinking temperature. So T is, that's our unknown amount. Okay, so this is our variable, this is our unknown amount. So here's my little story. I said the temperature, that's my T, the temperature today dropped 15 degrees. The temperature today dropped 15 degrees, minus 15. So the temperature, we don't know what it is, that's the unknown amount, dropped 15 degrees, and it was still hotter than 85 degrees, right? It's still, so this side, the left side, is still greater than 85. We don't know what this was. We know it went down 15, but this side, the whole left side, is still greater than 85. It's greater, it's bigger, so it's hotter than 85. Okay, so that's all you've got to do on that. We don't have to solve it. All I want you to do is write a short story that matches. So the unknown amount, a temperature dropped 15 degrees, and it was still greater than 85 degrees. Okay, the next one I'm not going to do with you, but you've got the inequality 2n is greater than or equal to 6. So n is our unknown amount. So it looks like we're multiplying by 2, or we're doubling it, or we're twice the amount of something. So you have to come up with a story on that. And then number 3, we have a variable, and it looks like we're subtracting 5, and it's going to be less than 10. So you need to come up with a story there. Okay, now the next section, so those are the only 3 where you're writing short stories. You're not solving those, you're just writing short stories. When we get to the next section, we actually are going to graph. We're going to solve and graph. So we're not writing a story, we're just solving it and graphing it. So you would solve in this space, make sure you show all required work. And then when you get down to the bottom, I'm giving you a hint here. So it's either going to be on the -6, the 0, or the 6. And then your graph needs to either go to the left or to the right. So you need to solve that. Now I will do a couple on the next page. So let me flip over to the next page here. And I'll do number 6 at the top here. So on this one, we're still solving and graphing. I put an arrow here just showing you this is our variable. It's on the right side of the inequality. If I put a fence here, And I put a fence. This is on the right side. This is the left side. So we've talked about that's important. If our variable is over here on the left side, we normally want the variable to be on the right side. For example, in the problem we just, in all of these problems that we just looked at, the variable was on the left side, the variable was on the left side, and the variable was on the left side of the inequality. But now I'm giving you one where it's on the right side. So let's go ahead and solve this. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to isolate my variable. Some of you are going to go too quickly and you're going to think you're supposed to divide by 12. We actually want to divide by 24 because we want to cancel. So 12 divided by 24, we need to come over and do a little simplifying, a little reducing. So negative 12 over 24, if I take a 12 out of 12 out of both, a 12 out of the top, 12 out of the bottom, that's going to give me a 1 over 2, negative 1 over 2. And then these get canceled, and that's going to be so negative 1/2 is greater than x. Now, remember a while back I taught you about the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote and how the Roadrunner tries to trick the coyote? Well, we're trying to be tricked. And we know that because the variable is over here. So this symbol is flipped the wrong way. So we need to take our variable and put it over here, and we need to flip our symbol or our street sign back around the other direction. We need to flip that street sign. So we need to move our variable to here, and then instead of our street sign telling us to go that way, we want our street sign to tell us to go that way, to the left. So now when I graph this, it's going to be an open circle. I'm going to have an open circle because there's no equal sign. I'm going to draw my graph to the left because now we're going the direction we're supposed to go. Okay. All right. So you've got a few more of those. And then I'm going to do one more of this section, in this bottom section here. So it says, write the inequality that's shown in the graph. So now I'm going to give you an actual inequality that's already graphed, and it's graphed, and then you need to write what that inequality is. So if I'm looking at this here, I see that my arrow is going to the right. My pencil, it's pointing to the right. I see that it's an open circle and it's on 6. So when we write inequalities, we always want to start with the variable x. Or you could start with a different variable. You could use y or t, but I like x. So x is all numbers that are greater than or not equal to, just greater than, right? No equal to, because it's an open circle. So all numbers that are greater than 6. All numbers that are greater than 6. Okay, so you've got numbers 9, 10, and 11 to do. Now, as a little bonus assistance here, I'm going to give you the answers to numbers 4 through 11, but I'm not going to put them in any particular order. So you might want to copy these down. Okay, so these are all the answers for numbers 4 through 11. These answers are not in any particular order. I'm providing these answers to help you analyze whether you are on the right track in your solutions. So here are 8 answers. Okay, so you might just want to screenshot this or copy them down really quickly. So one of your answers is this. One of the answers is this one. One of the answers is x is greater than -6. This is x is greater than 6. X is less than -1/2. X is less than 8.5. X is less than or equal to -2. X is greater than or equal to 10. And X is greater than or equal to 45. So you should be able to match those up. Make sure that you show all your calculations. If you do not show all calculations like this, then you're not going to get full credit. I'm not going to give you full points. So if you just write the answer over here, you're not going to get the points. You need to show me the work. Okay, so these problems aren't that difficult. You should be able to do these. I'm not giving you real difficult problems here. This is kind of a review. You have a test coming up soon. So I'm kind of taking a step back and going over more simple inequalities. Okay. All right. So go ahead and get that done, and I will see you next class. Bye.